Welcome to SpeakEasy English Podcast, where English becomes simple.
Imagine this. You wake up one morning, open YouTube, and start playing a simple English story. At first, it feels like background noise. But as you listen, something starts to change. You begin to feel the rhythm. You start to understand more than before. And after a few weeks, you realize you're not translating anymore. You're thinking in English. Now let me tell you something powerful. This is not a coincidence. This is the result of a mental transformation, a change that happens when you make English a part of your life. I'm Kate, and in today's episode of SpeakEasy English Podcast, I'll show you how you can become fluent by simply listening to English stories every day. Not as a student, but as a thinker. This episode will help you understand how listening every day reprograms your brain for English. Why stories are the most natural tool to train fluency. How to create your own daily listening habit that actually sticks. So, take a deep breath, relax, and let's begin this journey together. Part 2. Why stories work like magic. Let me tell you a secret. Your brain was never designed to learn languages through grammar charts or memorization. It was designed to learn through stories. Think about your childhood. Before you could even read, you understood stories through voices, sounds, emotions, and context. Your brain absorbed language naturally because it was linked to something meaningful. That's why English stories are the most powerful tool to improve your fluency. They connect sound and meaning, emotion and memory. When you listen to stories, your brain does something extraordinary. It begins to create mental images, feelings, and associations. You stop learning English and start living it. Let's go deeper. When you study with grammar books, you're working with the logical part of your brain, slow and analytical. But when you listen to stories, you activate the emotional and creative centers. This makes every phrase easier to remember and faster to use in real life. You begin to understand rhythm, tone, and intention, not just words. That's fluency. Now here's something fascinating. Neuroscientists have proven that the brain remembers stories up to 22 times better than plain facts. Why? Because a story creates a simulation. When you listen, your mind acts like you're living the experience. So if you hear a story like, I walked into the airport, nervous but excited, your brain doesn't just hear it. It feels it. And that emotion locks the language deep inside your memory. That's why I always tell my students, you don't need to study harder. You need to feel deeper. When you feel English, you never forget it. In a moment, I'll show you how to use stories every day to reprogram your brain for fluency, even if you only have 10 minutes. But before that, remember this. Learning English through stories is not entertainment. It's training, it's emotional immersion, and it's the closest you can get to learning like a native speaker without leaving your country. Part 3. The daily listening routine that builds real fluency. Let's imagine a day in your life, but this time, you live it in English. You don't need to move to another country. You just need to change what you listen to. Morning. Wake your mind in English. When you wake up, before touching your phone or social media, play an English story. It could be from a podcast, a YouTube video, or even an audiobook. Don't try to understand every word. Just let your brain swim in the sound of English. This moment, right after waking up, is when your subconscious mind is most open. Your brain is quiet, calm, and ready to absorb language naturally. You're not studying. You're programming your brain. Do this every morning, even if it's just for 10 minutes. Make it a ritual, because language learning doesn't depend on how much time you have. It depends on how often you show up. Midday. Listen while living. When you're cooking, cleaning, walking, or driving, play English audio again. It can be a story, a conversation, or even a short motivational talk. This time, don't focus too hard. Just listen. Allow your brain to connect rhythm and meaning naturally. That's what we call passive listening. It's like feeding your subconscious brain with English without effort. You see, fluency isn't built by studying 3 hours once a week. It's built by listening 15 minutes 3 times a day, because every small moment adds up. Evening. Active practice. At night, choose one short English story or video you enjoy. Watch it once without subtitles, then again with subtitles. Notice the new words. Repeat some sentences out loud. This is where your brain shifts from understanding English to producing it. Remember, repetition isn't boring when you love what you're learning. If a story makes you feel something, replay it. The more you listen, the more you master the natural rhythm and pronunciation of English. Before sleep, the power of relaxed listening. Here's something most learners ignore. Your brain keeps learning even while you sleep. Before bed, play a calm English story or podcast. Close your eyes. Don't try to translate. Just feel the sound, the emotion, the melody of the voice. Even if you fall asleep, your brain continues to absorb patterns. When you wake up, you'll notice something magical. Your listening will feel easier. Your pronunciation smoother. Your thoughts a little more English. That's the secret of daily immersion. Not just studying, but living in English through sound, rhythm, and emotion. Now that you understand the rhythm of immersion, I want to share with you a story. A story of someone who changed their life completely using this exact method. Someone who went from feeling hopeless to living their dream in another country, all because they decided to listen. Part 4. The story of Amir. From Cairo to confidence. Let me tell you about Amir, a young man from Cairo. Egypt is a place full of life, color, and chaos. He was born in a small neighborhood where people spoke fast, worked hard, and dreamed quietly. His family owned a small grocery store. They didn't have much, but they had love, and a belief that education could change everything. Amir's father used to tell him, "Learn something new every day, my son. Even if the world around you stays the same, you will change." But there was one problem. Amir loved English, yet he had no one to practice with. He studied grammar in school, tenses, rules, vocabulary lists, but when he tried to speak, his mouth froze. Every time he heard native speakers, it felt like they were speaking lightning fast. He once said, "I understood every word in the textbook, but nothing when real people talked." The turning point one hot summer afternoon, Amir was scrolling through YouTube on his old phone, and he found a channel teaching English through stories. He clicked on a video. It was a story about a man who lost everything but never gave up. The voice was calm, slow, emotional. And for the first time, Amir understood every sentence. He felt something deep inside him. It wasn't just about English anymore. It was about believing again. So he decided, I'll listen to English every single day, no matter what. He made a plan. 2 minutes in the morning before work, 20 minutes on the bus, and 30 minutes before bed. He listened to everything: podcasts, movies, news, even kids' stories. At first it was hard. He didn't understand most of it. But he kept going, and slowly, something started to happen. The mind shift after 3 months, Amir noticed small miracles. He could catch phrases in songs. He could understand movie scenes without subtitles. He started thinking in English without realizing it. He began to write short notes to himself in English. When he walked down the street, he described what he saw. The sun is hot today. That man is carrying fresh bread. I'm late, but I'll smile anyway. English became his friend, not a subject. One night, he was watching a podcast from the US, and something clicked. He understood everything. He paused the video, tears in his eyes. I did it, he whispered. I really did it. That night, he didn't just understand English, he understood his own power. The dream comes true. A year later, Amir applied for a student exchange program in the United States. He was terrified, not of leaving home, but of the interview that would decide his future. He practiced day and night. He replayed stories. He shadowed native speakers. He even recorded his own voice to hear how he sounded. When the day came, he walked into the interview room with confidence. The interviewer smiled and said, "Tell me about yourself." And Amir replied, calm, fluent, and full of energy. I'm Amir from Cairo. I love learning languages because they open doors, not just to other countries, but to other hearts. He didn't memorize it, he felt it, because he had lived every moment of that journey in English. A few months later, an email arrived. Congratulations. You've been selected. He was going to America. A new life, a new voice today. Amir lives in New York City. He studies international business and works part-time at a cafe. Every morning he listens to English podcasts, not because he has to, but because he loves to. Sometimes when tourists ask him for directions, he smiles and helps them, never mentioning that 5 years ago, he couldn't even say hello with confidence. When people ask how he learned English so well, he always says the same thing. I listened, every day with my heart. The lesson of Amir's journey, Amir's story, is not about talent. It's about consistency, emotion, and patience. He didn't study harder. He listened longer. He didn't chase perfection. He chased connection, and that's what fluency really means. To connect deeply, to understand, to express. So, if you're listening to this right now, remember, you don't need perfect grammar. You don't need expensive teachers. You just need your ears, your heart, and a little bit of faith, because every word you hear is a seed, and one day, that seed will grow into your voice. Part 5. The English Within You. Final message. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes for a second. You've just followed a full English story, from beginning to end. You understood ideas, emotions, and lessons. That means something powerful. Your English is not beginner. It's not even intermediate anymore. You are already thinking, feeling, and understanding English like a fluent speaker in the making. What Amir's journey teaches. Amir didn't have a teacher next to him. He didn't live in an English-speaking country. He had only one thing: commitment. Every single day he showed up. Some days tired, some days unmotivated, but he kept going, and that's what real fluency is made of. Not magic, not talent, not luck, but small, consistent steps in the right direction. So if you're listening right now and you sometimes doubt yourself, stop. You're not bad at English. You're becoming fluent. One story, one lesson, one moment at a time. How to keep growing. Every day, here's what I want you to do starting tomorrow. Listen to one English story every morning. Repeat one or two powerful sentences from it. Slowly, then naturally. Write one thought from your day in English, even if it's just a line. Think in English for 5 minutes before bed. That's it. That's how fluency grows, from a daily rhythm, not a single effort. You don't need to move abroad. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep listening, keep speaking, and keep believing. A final thought: English is not just a language. It's a bridge. It's the voice that connects your dreams to the world. When Amir stepped off the plane in New York, he didn't just arrive in another country. He arrived in another version of himself. And you will too. Because one day, you'll realize that every story you listened to, every sentence you repeated, every time you refused to give up, it was building something inside you, a voice, a confidence, a future, so keep going. Your English journey is not about how far you are. It's about how deeply you're willing to grow. And remember, you're not studying English anymore. You're living it.